Warning, what you are about to hear are the thoughts of four ordinary dudes with no agenda and absolutely no filter. Please, do not attempt any of this at home, and try not to get butthurt. Welcome to the Dude to Dude podcast.
Hey dudes, it's Jimmy.
What's up? It's John.
Hey dudes, it's Billy. This week we are doing something a little different. First and foremost, we got a sponsorship this week by Shiano's Pizza, which is a local pizza shop here in Rochester. Pizza was awesome. I haven't tried the wings or the fries.
It's all delicious.
Yeah, we're gonna end up
hitting
it up again real soon here.
Oh yeah.
So this week I thought we'd go with something a little bit different, and we're gonna do Marijuana Stoner Theater 2023. For those that don't know, it's kind of a play on Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is like a old TV show or a movie show where they would watch movies and kind of, joke about them and talk about them as they were watching them. So we're going to do it today, and we're going to watch the 1936 film Reefer Madness, which is a public domain film. It's old enough at this point, which means we're free to use it in our content. Well, Jimmy, why don't you give them a little background about Reefer Madness?
Yeah. Okay, so Reefer Madness is an American propaganda film that depicts the dangers of marijuana use, claiming that its use could lead to madness, violence, and death. The film was financed by a church group produced with the intention of warning people about the perceived dangers of cannabis. However, over the time, the film became infamous for its over-the-top portrayal of marijuana use and its inaccurate depiction of the drug's effects.
Speaking of the drug's effects, we are going to be smoking marijuana through this entire movie.
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. So the film was initially a commercial failure, but it gained a cult following in the 1970s. And has since become a well-known and oft-parodied piece of cinema. The film's influence on American drug... Jesus, I can't talk today. It might have something to do with this. We'll see. The film's influence on American drug policy is still being felt today, as it helped to cement the public's fear of marijuana and contributed to the passage of the Marijuana with an H tax act of 1937. Jesus Christ. Which effectively criminalized cannabis use in the United States. God, I'm so glad I'm done reading that shit and we're watching a movie tonight. Shut up, man.
And speaking of the film.
Yeah, let's get that started.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our feature person.
Whoa, audio is a little rough on that, huh?
Yeah,
You can
just a little.
Turn it down on the slider on the video, Bill.
It doesn't work that way for us. I got it down here. Ooh, I'm excited for the Shiano's Pizza, dude.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good.
Try this sandwich.
It's got a nice thin crust like I like.
Dorothy Short as Mary.
You think she's actually a giant, 10 feet tall? Like when they call the big dude in the circus tiny?
The incidents and characters portrayed in this motion pictures are purely fictional in any summon. Okay.
Yeah, same thing South Park does, that one.
Yeah.
The motion picture you are about to witness may startle you. It would not have been possible otherwise sufficiently to emphasize the frightful toll of the new drug menace which is destroying the youth of America in alarmingly increasing numbers.
Marijuana.
Before the letter J was invented, is the drug and violent narcotic and unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy number one. Its first effects, is sudden, violent and uncontrollable laughter. Then come dangerous hallucinations. Space expands, time slows down, almost stands still. Fixed ideas come next, conjuring up monstrous extravagances, followed by emotional disturbances, the total inability to direct thoughts at the loss of the power to resist physical emotions, leading finally to the acts of shocking violence, ending often in incurable insanity. In picturing its soul-destroying effects, no attempt was made to equivocate. The scenes and incidents, while fictionalized for the purpose of this story, are based upon actual research into the results of marijuana addiction. If their stark reality will make you think, will make you aware that something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace, then the picture will not have failed in its purpose. Because the dread marijuana may be reaching forth next for your son or daughter. Or yours. Or yours.
Yours!
It made me want to smoke my joint, dude. I had it in my hand the whole time.
It stressed me the fuck out, you reading that.
I'm sorry. It stressed me out, bro.
I got a stress eat.
Is that a hard on you get from stress? I don't know. Join dope fight.
They have a J. Why isn't it in the marijuana? Oh, I'm sorry. Why isn't the marijuana in the J?
I believe it was actually because they tried to make it sound like Mexican.
About the country, and you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education on the subject of narcotics in general, the dread marijuana in particular. That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign by you
to get your kids
demand
to do
by
drugs.
law such compulsory education. Because it is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out. Out of the traffic in these drugs, a lawlessness that we can scarcely
Reminds me a lot of
estimate
Dare.
has grown and is now flourishing. It exists
It's
in
like
almost every
Nazi-fied
city
Dare.
and hamlet in the country.
Well, I'm assuming Dare came out of
It might
this,
be interesting
same
and
idea.
important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country, and the work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic
What do you think he's
is
actually talking
directed by
about,
the
George?
Department of Narcotics,
Betsy, I
Washington.
have no freaking idea.
Would you believe that little Johnny has smoked a joint?
I've received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you.
Get old.
My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in.
Now, do you think those glasses were
At
real
the
or you
outset of
just
this
wore them to
letter,
look
there
smart?
is one vital fact I would like to submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country.
I don't think
which
you can
be
actually see through
invaluable
those because they
in
look like they make
stamping
his
out
eyes
this scourge.
huge.
Their
He's
help,
probably just
their
riffing.
eternal vigilance
stage lights
could be
probably
the
burned out his
deciding
glasses.
factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union.
That's because it's a
Recently,
weed.
in the city of Brooklyn, New York, a field of marijuana was found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York. The dried leaves and
Like this
berries
story.
are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine.
They're
The
teaching
deadly
people how to do it.
narcotic is thus
It's
quickly
just like
and
Dare.
easily
Oh, that's how you
prepared.
do it? Thanks for the pointers.
The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt
I need a joint
than the
really like
traffic
that. That
in
looks
drugs
easy as
such as
fuck.
opium,
My
morphine,
grandma
and
had
heroin.
one of those.
Damn. That looks
They
nice.
are hidden in
It's like a
fake
leather
jewelry cases,
strap.
Yeah.
in the heels of shoes, women's
Who
shoes
is hiding
especially,
fucking a joint
because
in
the
the
drugs can be
heel? Come on
secreted
now.
in false heels. Hollow borrowed shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used.
They had
Watch
marijuana pills
cases
back in the
are
30s.
convenient
Yeah, right?
hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It was concealed in an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And more vicious, more
The whole town was
deadly,
high
even
as
than
shit.
these soul
Right.
destroying drugs, is the menace
Did you guys have an
of
uptick in
marijuana.
fucking
No
Crazy
doubt,
people?
many of you do
That's
not believe
wild.
that these things
car
do
accidents
happen,
and people
but they cannot happen to
passing
you.
out in the street?
You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our
Don't even
own
gotta
city.
chase that dragon. It
You
just smacks
probably
you in
read
the
about it
face.
in the paper. However, I'll give you the
Are
real
there any more
facts
napkins?
behind the case. There was an apartment
No.
near one of our high
Negative.
schools. It was run by a woman known as May Coleman.
Good thing we're in my house.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Oh, Jack, we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio.
Quit giving me static, bitch. That's what the gangster guy just said.
Basically. I gotta say, this food's really good. How's the sub?
Sub's pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Giano's Pizza again for supporting the podcast. We appreciate it.
Shit, just as I was busting out my block, man.
It was like the first time as an adult, and you went to your adult weed dealer, and you realized he had a house and a family. And I was just like, oh, you're just a normal dude.
How are you?
Fine, how are
Right.
you? Come here. Come here. Glad to see you.
Is May?
Should be right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Oh, it's all right, Gwen. See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah? Well, they're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm going to blow.
Where are you going?
I got to make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over that mother complex?
God damn.
Wow.
I mean, in all seriousness, he is talking about bringing kids back to his house to give them drugs. So, she's not really in the wrong.
Right.
I don't know if that's an actual thing, though.
Well, I mean, we as kids got weed from someone.
Yeah, but I don't think they rolled up to school with that shit.
Oh, by the way,
All right, I'll
Ralph,
give you that.
I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place
If
with
it
the
was
swimming
anything,
pool?
it was one
Like
of the
to
kids
come?
that knew somebody
Thanks, Eddie.
who
Maybe
could get
I
a
will.
supply that
I'd sure
dropped
like to
off at
have you.
school or some shit.
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
See you later. Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh. Hey, how do
Say,
you like
man,
that?
about a horse.
Ooh, those are some nice stockings.
That's the one I was telling you about. Very nice.
Creeper.
I
don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wiley.
Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the freshman team that year he went to college.
Yeah, and that
He's
left him
talking about
out.
his
My
sperm.
dad knows his family. None of them are any good. Father and mother just got a divorce from Paris.
Yeah?
You know, Ralph runs around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams.
Well, I only kind of say hello to him. I don't go around with him.
Well, you better not. He's a little too old for it. That's what my dad said.
Hello, Mary. How are you, Bill? How are you, Al?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know our brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you?
Well,
I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill.
How do you do?
Glad to know you. We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along?
we have a date to play, a set of doubles.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along with you?
Sure.
Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
That was the last time they saw Jimmy.
It was funny because I was going to say the same shit.
And Jimmy was never sober again.
He became a reefer.
Hey, Kramer.
Yo, that dude, anybody with a hairdo like that.
Anybody with a smile like that.
Right.
I don't trust him.
Why don't you know him? That hot finger Friday.
I'd have to be high to listen to that fucking music too, man.
You want to dance?
George.
That's alright. That's about how I dance. I can't really laugh too hard.
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. Any new prospects?
Maybe.
So, they're sitting in a soda shop as grown-ass adults, scoping out kids to sell them drugs.
No, I think they're at someone's private residence.
So he's got a cigarette lit in his mouth, and he's sparking a Dewey.
Gotta get that fixed, man. Oh, yeah, man. Gotta get that fixed. Oh,
Dude, that's how I feel after a long fucking day too, man. Don't worry.
Oh, Jimmy, you're
That's what I say, man.
wonderful.
I don't know.
You just
Looks
finding
like
out.
it's us.
Looks a little sus. I'm just curious as to how no one
Why
smelled
can't we
it
go
back
now?
Good. Hey, kids, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure.
For
Any place with you.
Well, come along. We can all go in my car.
Isn't he not supposed to be late for dinner?
See you later, y'all.
For sure.
You're fucking up, Jimmy.
Well, at least their audio static matches
It's
our
sweet of
audio
you to help
static.
me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no. You know, after that session we had yesterday,
you both
I went
know.
home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Oh, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself. He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
What in the fuck?
Mary, before we do that math, how about
I
reading
think they're
something
already
else?
high.
It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you're there beside me. Well, listen.
Dude sounds like he's
It
already
is
in
my
the friend zone.
soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet
I like how they,
sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ear.
Reload.
My dear.
I like how they had to
What
add in
o'clock tomorrow shall I
fucking
sing
Shakespeare
to
to make
thee?
this movie
By
anything.
the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Excuse me.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Bye, Mrs. Lang. Goodbye.
Bye, Bill.
So long. Gotcha.
And that was
I missed myself.
Oh, I guess I'm all right. Well, bye. Bye.
Oh, I'm good. They're Dockers.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, there should be.
Don't bother your father every night. Have you?
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Here's a marijuana cigarette.
He was not. I saw him out walking
He was
with
talking
his
about
girl.
how high this man's
Bill's got a
fucking
girl.
higher
Got a
than
girl.
I am.
Mom, make him cut it out.
Junior. Well, Bill has got a girl.
Like up to her elbows.
And put that candy away till after dinner. Henry, you shouldn't have given it to him. Well, he has got a
Wait, are
girlfriend
those
and
actual
her
pants,
name's
or
Mary.
is this the time when boys wore skirts?
Those are the full pants, the full suit pants.
Oh, you're talking about the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the kid.
No, I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah, and they really are up to his
I
elbows.
didn't mean to be honest, I didn't.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Like, damn.
It must be love. She'd have to be swell for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Do you think this is an accurate portrayal of what ghosts in the 30s looked like? Like, it had to be somewhat accurate for people to...
I feel like some things are slightly exaggerated.
Well, yeah, it's TV. But I
Mary
mean,
told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I think
definitely the car
anything?
and the clothing.
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well, then, how about driving over to the show place with me? I'll buy you a soda.
I never drink that stuff.
Well, gee, I'll buy you something else.
Okay.
A
You're on the hook
doobie.
for one root beer.
Well,
God, that car had to fucking be so goddamn cool.
hi, Bill.
Man.
Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on,
Jimmy.
come in.
Hello, Blanche.
Hello, Ralph. How are you? Hello, Ralph. How have you been, Ralph? Hello, John. 2 sodas. No, I mean 1 soda and 1 root beer. How's May?
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her
Wait.
apartment later.
Wait. So soda was just unanimous with Coke back in the day, or Pepsi. Well, it had to have been Coke.
Yeah, like a Coke problem.
Why, sure. All the kids will be
Like
there.
a cola.
Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't have. Well, okay.
Oh, there's this friggin' fiend again.
Oh, but you know what? That's when it had cocaine in it, which is probably why he didn't actually touch it. So that was him being like a straight edge, because he didn't drink Coca-Cola. That is interesting. I didn't realize that was
Hi,
a thing.
Jim. Hello, Jack. What do you say? Yeah,
So
come on
we
in.
go back to doubling the original formula.
Doubling.
You just handed this to me? This was your job.
Yeah, I know. You just kind of, I saw you looking at it a couple times, and it was just,
Jimmy, it's weed. I'm always looking
I
at
know.
it.
So just share the love, whatever.
I'm sorry.
I don't matter.
appreciate it.
I'm gonna go right here, ready to go.
Well, if you say so, it's all right with me. I'll be back in a minute. Hiya, kids. How you doing?
I'll give you a little trial size in a second, buddy.
Is that what it is? Is that what she's doing?
There's a new one in today.
I can get down with that, 'cause it's, you know.
He's all right.
more than just
Yeah, this is jazz.
Mike
This
has
is
got herself quite a yen for her.
Not bad.
It's a little loud,
I
though.
have that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooked up with this new kid.
Say, we haven't many more smoke. You better run over and get some.
Why
Jesus
couldn't you
Christ,
find that out when I was here this morning? Now I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That
Seriously,
kid
look at
out
that
there,
fucking smoke case
He's
they
got a
got.
car. He'll take you. Come on, get going. Hurry up.
I need more joints.
So do you think they were sold as joints back in the day? And that stopped somewhere along the way?
Hey, Jimmy. Yeah? I've got to run over to Peter Adams for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you? Why, yeah, my sister. Mind giving me a lift?
They're sampled
Why,
out as
sure,
joints.
come
It
on.
wasn't
Okay.
baggies back in the day.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Papers would be probably easier, you know.
Yeah. So this is just a fucking teen whorehouse?
No, thank you. Well, here
But
we
then I
are.
think about it, I'm like-
Okay.
Oh, May, don't forget
I
to...
guess I knew adults like this back in the day.
I never forget you. Oh, here. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
Peer pressure.
Oh,
Try the doobie, brah.
That honey pot.
I like how much smoke is coming off their fucking weed though, man. It's like super smoke.
I thought you were a flirt. Of course, if you're afraid.
You even someone handing you a whole ass joint for your first time?
Like this. I know you like that. Really, you will. Now just take a puff of it.
Yes!
Come to the dark side. Dude, I can't.
Just be a minute, kid.
Hey, Jack, give me a cigarette before you go, will you?
Now, is that a real cigarette or another fucking joint?
Marijuana cigarette.
That's a joint for sure.
Hello, Jack.
Hi, boss.
How's business?
Getting better every day. Those kids sure go for it.
Well,
Had to run over for a couple more cartons. Ran short today.
all right. Yanni, that's 10 gross for Jack Perry. Who? Pete Daly. All right, send him in. It's all right, stay where you are.
It's so hard to tell these guys apart.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, see?
All right, go ahead.
I take it
Jack
back.
spoke
I
to
can
you.
tell
What's
this
the
guy.
beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I had to sell that rotten gin.
You're after the dough, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't need dough that bad. Taking two-bit pieces from kids.
There are millions of two-bit pieces just begging to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy has always been. If the boys are not satisfied, I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently.
Over some
So
weed?
long.
Well, I mean, back then, probably. Depending on how much he's moving.
Yes. Doesn't seem like that much if he's just selling to kids, though.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could... Yeah!
All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from Danny. It'll be ready by now.
Okay, well.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
Hey.
Take it easy, kid.
Jesus.
That is not the weed's fault.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing 50 miles an hour hot.
running red lights. Oh!
Thump thump.
Oh! The weed did not make him a murderer.
That's the fastest crowd of people gathering around a body I've ever
No,
seen
you're
in my
not eating
life.
your breakfast
Dude,
again.
It's like they knew it was coming.
If anything, I feel like you'd be paranoid, so you would be like going 15 under the speed limit.
Anybody who smoked
Shouldn't
weed
be, I'm
knows
sure.
that, man.
And
Right.
whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that.
Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Hopper never lied about anything.
No,
Yes,
never.
that's right.
Not Bill.
Bill's mother says he never lies.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
Why, of
I have a sweet
course.
little angel.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy was
Sit down,
there.
darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy's feeling a weed hangover.
Jimmy,
Jimmy
What
just
have I
killed
got to worry
somebody.
about?
why don't you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy,
He's
don't let Mother see you like
super
that.
guilty about it, so he definitely felt it.
Thump thump. He felt the thump thump.
Even if he didn't see him, he felt it.
I like this fade out effect that they use.
There is no
man.
doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the
bring that
narcotics
shit back.
to students, not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll.
Them
But do you
damn
realize that
narcotics.
marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in almost every state in the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt, but we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
Should have probably grabbed another layer.
All these devoted to marijuana records.
There's a big red one over there, I'll take.
Here is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict. Here is a most tragic case.
Crack addict.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
What?
Then there is the most vicious type of case. Here,
You never heard that story?
in Michigan,
No.
a young girl,
There's a guy
17
who
years
smoked weed
old,
and killed his
a
family.
reefer smoker,
Supposedly.
taken in a raid in the company with
I
5
don't.
young men.
I think he was gonna kill his family.
Here
when he
is a
smoked some weed
particularly
anyways.
flagrant case.
Yes.
He
I
smoked some
remember
weed to
newspapers
try
made
not
quite
to
a
kill his
play.
family.
In West
And then the
Virginia,
weed
wasn't it? Yes.
hit him, and he was
And
just
there
like, you
are
know
hundreds
what?
of them
Fuck
coming
it.
up.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'd like to take these records if I may. I feel they would be of
Then I could possibly
valuable
see.
assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll. Thank you.
Sit down, Bill.
Oh,
There seems to
Bill,
be
you
something
fucked
wrong.
up.
What is it?
Did Bill smoke? Oh yeah, he
You were
did. He
always a
smoked that
fine
one joint,
student.
right?
You always had excellent grades.
Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
Or you're just getting a
No.
little dumber.
No, it isn't that.
Bill.
Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me. You're undermining your health.
This guy in his
Well, there's
glasses.
nothing, Dr. Carroll. Really, there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
Honest. If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you tell me an entirely different
So
story.
he's supposed to be the good guy, right? Like overall in this film, he's the guy trying to steer them
Bill,
away
I'm
from the drugs.
going to ask you a straightforward
School
question.
I think so.
administrator, yeah.
And I'd
Don't,
like to
don't
have
you
a
think they would make
straightforward
him look a
answer.
little bit more approachable?
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain
Who's
harmful
the
habit
man?
John, are
through
you doing
association
drugs?
with certain undesirable people?
Probably.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah, because I got to forget your scary
Are you-
ass.
Dude, like,
No,
what's up
sir,
with the
I
teeth?
haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home.
All right,
I don't have enough pot.
We'll just have to let it go at that.
You
But
and me
remember,
both, bro.
if you ever want to confide in me,
It's the cocaine.
no one will ever be the wiser. Thank
It's
you,
the
Dr.
cocaine.
Carroll.
That's what's with the teeth.
Dude is like so Frankenstein. No one
You're
will
right,
ever be
though,
the wiser.
Because cocaine was perfectly fine.
Hello, Mary. You want to play a set?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for weeks.
For weeks. Just like
Dale's
that.
turning into a
Weeks.
lazy stoner.
Bum.
Some dank ass weed if this is really.
Yo, I'm just saying,
Didn't think that new
you
kid
notice how
was
sharp all these motherfucking
Don't
dudes
have
look?
any of them long.
All suited up.
Debatable.
Sharp, bro.
Nah.
Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you
Close
see?
the fridge.
Especially back then.
Right? You got a block of ice sitting there melting.
That was the most stoner thing that's happened in this whole movie. Fridge was open too long.
I do that shit all the time, man.
Right.
Guilty. Oh, there. He's gonna go lay some pipe. Alright.
Wait, is this Bill?
I don't know. I can't tell him apart, honestly.
Yeah, I'm so confused at this point.
That's the problem with all the suits and shit.
Oh, it is.
Oh my.
Is he gonna kill her?
I know, that's the kind of face he had right now.
I don't know, man. Did he fall asleep? Looks like he fell asleep.
Yeah.
He fell asleep. That is a danger of weed, my friend. That is a danger of weed.
Hungry, happy, sleepy.
This is John over there.
Fucking chiefing away like with the weird fucking Joker grin.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. That guy's smoking
Morning,
lace
Miss Whitman,
marijuana
the police
cigarettes.
department.
Good morning.
He's upgraded
We're
his
tracing
fucking
a hit and
game.
run.
Right,
driver.
he's seeing-
Someone
he's
caught the
seeing
license
some
number
shit
to place
right
of the
now.
accident, but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it, and yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was
Smoke
the
some
day before
marijuana.
Mother's birthday. Oh,
Smoke
yes,
two
I remember
joints.
that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Oh, no. You know
God.
Jimmy fucked up.
John, can I get the lighter?
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
No, he didn't.
This dude's like, bitch, get the fuck
But I guess
out.
you're okay. I'll write it down for you.
Their facial expressions are so hard to read, dude.
Mary, come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
Oh, why, he's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back. Come in and sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Time to get her doped up.
I mean, if this was funded by a church,
All
it's
this
probably
gal
not
that Ralph's
necessarily
gone
the best
overboard for.
actors either, you know?
Funny, we've never been
That's
able to
true.
get her up here before.
I think it was made in San Francisco too, so it wasn't even Hollywood.
Hey,
I don't know if Hollywood existed back then. Come to think of it.
Isn't San Francisco the one that's always listed like sunny and 70 or something, or 80? Sunny and 80 or something like that?
Yeah,
Sounds pretty nice.
it does.
I can see why, you know, there'd be some stoners there.
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck they were drinking hot chocolate in the middle of summer. And wearing three-piece suits.
Bruh.
Just
It's
saying.
actually better for you to drink hot
Smoke, Mary?
things.
Thanks.
It produces, or
Are you
promotes
sure
your
Jimmy
sweating.
will be back soon?
It
Sure,
promotes
any
you to
minute.
sweat?
Mhm.
You don't want to. I don't like sweating in the summer.
To actually cool yourself down, though.
Yeah, but I don't like sweating in the summer.
Oh. She didn't even look to see it was a regular.
Oh, she just let it. You can't taste the difference?
She just lit it.
That's some dirt ass weed, then.
And her boyfriend is Bill in the other room. Damn. You got caught, bro. What is wrong with her? She's on some opiates, bro.
Took some of those pills that aren't weed.
Did she just throw a cigarette on the ground?
Probably. Or a joint.
Hey, what's the matter, an orphan?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Hollow leg.
It was an old saying, man.
That's funny.
How you feel, Mary? Oh, Mary, give me a Mary.
No, don't! Please help me!
Oh, Mary.
Leave me alone!
Creep.
Leave me alone!
That's just clear force.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's not the weed. That's not the weed's fault either, though.
No,
Like,
that's a rapist being a rapist.
right.
I will say it's showing that she's easier to take advantage because of it. Which I will say weed can dull your senses to the point where I can see that.
Yeah, but back in that time, the roles of men and women and shit, like,
Well, you still weren't allowed to rape a woman.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not justifying that. I'm saying that's like he can easily overpower her pretty much whenever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the societal roles and shit. Like,
He's all stoned and seeing it in a different perspective.
no, now he's just gonna go berserk on him. Which, I mean, deserving.
Yeah,
I'd beat the shit out of him too.
right. Had nothing to do with the weed. Yep. Get him. Beat his ass too. You came out for that, but not the girl screaming.
Who just got shot?
Well, definitely Billy. You smoke one weeds and that's what happened.
You die.
No! Look!
Jack, is she all right?
No. She got a bullet through her.
She did.
Maybe not even through,
Dead.
just in. Still effective. She
Hey.
is unalived.
Get me some water.
Yeah, because water's gonna.
Now listen, you
ruin
two.
her life.
I want you to get out of here. Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this. Now get going.
Jeez, how you gonna handle this? You got a fucking cleanup crew, bro?
Well, probably he's all connected, right?
I guess.
Or
Oh,
he's gonna plant it on Bill. You smoke 2 weeds and that's what
Give it to me.
happens. You get fucking murdered. Well, you get murder planted on you.
wow.
Mary.
Damn.
Easy. GG.
Game, set,
Mary.
match.
Mary. What happened? You killed her.
Mary.
Yeah, because the lump on the back.
Look.
I just can't. I just fucking
After I
can't.
scram, you call the cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You're out in the kitchen, you heard the shop. When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story. Mary. Mary, speak to me. Mary.
Bill, you done gone and fucked up, bro. Now that's gotta be Jimmy, right?
I'm guessing.
I was just talking to a friend of mine. A cop. Sergeant on the homicide squad. The guy you hit that day died. Died? You didn't... No. I didn't crack. I'm not going to. Nobody will ever know you were driving that car. Well, thanks, Jack. Just as long as you keep your mouth shut that you were ever up in May's apartment. Why, sure, Jack, sure. Okay. Your Honor, I'd like to recall Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand. Call Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
George Washington.
Yeah,
Dr. Carroll,
it's gotta be. Sure
as
looks like him.
principal of the Lakeside High School, did you, during the last 3 months, notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student, William Hopper? Yes, in a number of things.
Look how
For
dark his eyes
example,
are.
at times
Like they,
disassociation
put bags under
of
his eyes and
ideas.
shit.
In another instance, I happened to attend the recent interscholastic tennis matches. And while Bill Harper
He's going through
had been
extreme grief and
considered
shit.
an
He probably
exceedingly
hasn't
good
sleeping.
player,
He's getting tried.
I
for
saw
fucking
him miss
murder,
the ball by as much
Alright,
as 3
that's
or
fair.
4
I wasn't
feet.
thinking about that.
This,
So
I
this movie
understand, could be
seems
attributed to the use of
to be
marijuana.
more like
It causes errors
an
in
actual
time,
movie
space.
with an underlying
Objection, Your
theme
Honor.
of marijuana.
The witness has been qualified to express opinions upon the effect of narcotics.
I thought it was like a blatant
Dr. Carroll has been called merely as a character
propaganda
witness.
film. You know what I
Well,
mean?
then, although you didn't know to your own knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana, did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that he was under some severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug? Yes, I recall distinctly a few weeks ago. It was during a class of English literature. There was a serious discussion of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet when he suddenly burst into an uncontrollable fit of hysterical laughter. Oh, by the way, Dr. Carroll, 6 months ago, what would have been your opinion
He's a
regarding
teenage
the
boy.
character
I'm
of my
pretty sure I
class?
giggled a couple times
He
during
was a
fucking Shakespeare.
fine, upstanding American boy, a good scholar, a good athlete, and representative of the caliber of young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
Oh, snap out of it, will you? It's not our fault. Why'd I ever bring him up there anyway? He's just a kid. I can't hang him.
Shut up, shut up!
Why don't you let yourself go? Talk. Go off your nuts and have me that way, too. It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up! They've got us hidden now, haven't they? The cops can't find us.
Jack. Jack, I want to get out of this place.
You're going to stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover. Until the trial's over. The boss gets a better idea.
But they're getting on my nerves.
It can't last much longer.
Jim, you want
Not worried about her. We got to keep him
Let's
gagged.
take the last of it there.
He's about ready to crack.
All you got to do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Any day now, that punk
Too
will get
many
out.
reefers.
He'll probably spill and tell all he knows if he gets the chance.
I don't think he'll get it. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see the boss.
Dun dun dun.
Hello, Jack. Hello, boss.
Boss, like you're drawing a lot of heat, boy.
He's about to
What are we
hit him
going to do
off,
about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's going to do.
Keep feeding him those hot sticks.
That's what May's been doing. That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. He's on the tee. He's liable to take a powder on us and blow his topper to the DA.
You mean you think we'd all be better off if he never heard the verdict? Well, what are you waiting for?
Okay.
What did I just... What?
He's offing him, dude.
He's gonna off the kid.
No, he's
You,
gonna
ladies
off
and gentlemen of the jury,
other guy.
have a duty to perform.
Anti guy.
A duty to yourselves and to our community. Mary Lane is dead. The evidence you've heard at this trial could not have failed to convince you of the guilt of the defendant. By his own admission, he pressed the trigger of the weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death. We are not so much concerned about the motives behind the deed as to the deed itself. While the defendant has told you that he saw someone attacking Mary Lane, and that his mind went blank from that moment on, the defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard able men testify at this trial, men who have tried to bring out the fact that the
I would probably
defendant
convict him
might have
on that
become
fucking
momentarily
statement, too.
insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane. But the defense has been unable to prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred. He was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman. You've all heard what went on in that room. You heard it from the defendant's own lips. Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was in the way. She had found him out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her. If such deeds are permitted to go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for
I feel like
us
this is
or our
objectionable.
children to live.
This
I
guy
do not
I feel like
believe
he's
I am
priming the
free
jury.
or even
he
demand
admitted to all this.
that
You know this
bring
for
in
a
verdict
fact. I want to
to
hear
punish the
this
defendant
guy's
for the
statement.
crime that he has committed against society.
Well, this
You are
is him
upright
addressing the
That is why you were chosen to judge another.
jury. You know what I mean? That's
And
probably
as
his
honest,
closing argument.
upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of guilty.
And this court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
Now, it would have been true comedic gold is like if everyone stood up and they were just
I
like,
suppose you
guilty.
all feel the same about this case.
I feel like he literally just...
But he might have been insane when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
But supposing he was insane?
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else. We'll take a first vote.
See, this was back in the day when people really didn't understand marijuana, though. So
11 for conviction, 1 for acquittal.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity. We can't.
No doubt about the fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
Well, they could have lined that up better.
We gotta make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children. We can't have every murderer hiding behind the gag that he's insane. Sure, they see red before they kill somebody. But whose fault is it?
I mean, based on the evidence that they have, at least from what we've seen, I would probably convict him too, as bad as that is.
Who did he go there and shit with? That's the thing. Did he completely forget who, what, where, when, why, besides?
Right. Well, the weed would never do that. Like, it doesn't alter your memory that bad. But, I mean, if everyone there is saying that you did do it,
we have.
Then you're kind of fucked.
The defendant will rise. What is your verdict? We find the defendant guilty, is charged.
Guilty as charged. He's like shocked and dismayed.
I need like. Oh man. Truth and Justice, George Washington.
Yeah, they're gonna off this dude for sure.
Oh, that racket, stop it!
What's the matter with you? The creeps.
Nay. Nay!
What do you want?
More
Bring some
marijuana.
reefers.
I need some reefers. Me and you both, bro.
They're going to hang him. Blanche, they're going to hang him.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself. Here you are. Now quit that crazy laughing.
Where's Jack? I want to get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack. Jack.
That's what I feel like when I'm looking for
You
my
better
nicotine.
quiet him. I can't do
When
anything
fucking
with him.
Jules missing, I'm like,
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
well, you notice how the weed calmed him down?
He'll be here. Don't worry. He'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. You've got to see him.
Hey, that,
I wonder what they actually had these people smoking to make that much smoke back then.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon.
probably tobacco.
No, because they're smoking
want me to
actual
play something for
cigarettes
you?
through the movie. There's
Yeah.
very little
Yeah, that's
smoke
it.
produced from
Play
that.
something.
All right. Come on. Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
Yuck.
Everybody had a coat of nicotine back then. Like, even just walk.
Like, even in the 90s, it was bad, but like, I couldn't imagine that, dude. Wow.
Just walking through a veritable chimney.
Play it faster.
Go. Bye.
Wait, she's not even smoking weed, right? She's just smoking a cigarette.
And heart attack. Fit out of control rage. Alright, what is it, dude? You gonna die or you gonna fucking kill somebody?
I'm so confused.
He's gonna jump out a fucking window. Oh, he's about to get his fix. He's gonna be good.
No, yeah, he's about to get his fix, all right.
I know what you want.
Bang.
You want to kill me. You're crazy. Take it easy, kid. I just want to talk to you.
Oh. Where'd he get the weapon from?
I don't know. Man was ready.
Oh, he's still going. Joker and Harley Quinn, the original, bro.
Bro. There's a little bit more than weed in that fucking joint, I'm guessing.
Yeah, a little PCP maybe?
Something. Because holy shit. Fucking, he just went, here's Johnny on him.
You're caught. What is she fighting for? Why is she in trouble? For selling the reefers?
I don't know.
Wait, what's the one cop just like chilling in the house?
For not telling on him.
Who's behind you?
No.
You'll hang if you don't talk.
No.
Who hired you and Jack? Hurry. Are you ready to tell what you know?
Yeah.
Fucking torturing her?
Oh, they can still do that. They can deny the order. Well, they can take their sweet ass time. Depending on the situation, they probably won't do it because if they want to, that's how they're going to do it.
This is a crazy ass montage.
Waterfalls. Whoa, dude, they're fucking, they're rounding everyone up, man. The judge's chamber. Sounds like a sex dungeon.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
I'll tell anyway. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand.
Damn.
We were all at the apartment one afternoon.
She's narking.
And Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight. But it was Jack who had the gun. He was going to hit Bill over the head with it to make him stop. And then the gun went off. I saw it. I can see it now. It was horrible. And before he knew it, Mary was dead. But you see, Judge, Bill didn't know he hadn't killed Mary.
Oscar performance right there.
Ralph wanted to tell you, too.
I wonder if this won any
Oh,
awards.
if they don't let him. This is the truth, Judge. I'm telling you the truth. After Jack saw that Flurry was dead, he put the gun in Bill's hand. It was Jack's fault. And it was my fault, too. I got all of them to come up to the apartment.
I can't.
I'm just as much to blame. I am.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
Prepare a statement for signature, and also
Wait,
an order
fostering
setting aside
moral
the jury's
delinquency?
verdict in the case of the people versus William
I mean,
Harper.
they can't be that bad of a charge.
In the interests of justice, I shall direct a verdict of not guilty.
What?
And he gave her not guilty for that?
So what happened to Jack? Did he get killed?
Sign here, please.
Anyways?
No, Jack is in lockup right now. Jack's the one who went crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Jack, that guy wanted to see Jack, and Jack showed up, and then he clubbed him.
You shall be brought into court on Thursday, the 17th,
Jack's the one who got
when
clubbed?
sentence will be
Yeah.
pronounced.
Oh, this movie's confusing as shit.
Meanwhile, you will be held as a material witness in the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
Who the fuck's Ralph Wiley?
The crazy guy.
That beat the shit out of Jack. If not killed.
Yes, which I believe was also the rapist.
Yes.
Yeah, the one who went crazy, I believe was the dude that was raping the chick on the couch that got shot.
So confused.
So the true.
Bro, I'm high and I can't even follow this shit.
That's what I'm saying though. The true Reefer Madness of this whole movie is everyone who watched it stoned can't keep up with it.
Yeet!
Why?
Guilty.
We have come in the hearings before this court today to what I hope will be the final actions revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case, one whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me. I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man, although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice, we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana. Thus, I am ordering you to remain in this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped. Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
So the judge is like, all right, you're free to go.
Whoa. Did his
But
mom
you're
just
going to
kiss?
watch this fucked up shit.
Did his mom just kiss him on the lips? Did anyone else see that?
I didn't catch that, no.
I've always found that weird. Have you guys ever known anyone that fucking their mom's a mouth kisser? Or like kiss their mom on the mouth?
Your Honor,
Like when we were
in
little,
this case, the
yeah.
state waives trial of the
Yeah,
defendant,
like as a
Ralph White.
child.
It is convinced that he is
Sure, but like
hopelessly
a
and incurably
fucking
insane.
adult
A condition
teenager.
caused by the drug marijuana
Nah.
to which he was addicted.
That's
I mean,
weird.
It is recommended,
There's
Your
kids
Honor,
that's,
that
you
the
know,
defendant be placed in
suck
an
on to
institution for the
like
criminally insane for the rest of his natural life.
I mean,
Defendant Counsel,
There are
join the statement
nutrients in
request.
breast milk that aren't in
Since
other
counsel for the
foods.
defense, as well as counsel for the state,
There's
seem to
a
agree on
bonding
this,
that a mother doesn't want to give
I
up.
see no reason
In
why
other
the request
cultures,
should not
it's
be
not as
granted.
odd as you think it is here. But yeah, it's a little
Yes.
fucking weird in my opinion.
That happened right
But it's
here,
all a personal
to your
opinion.
neighbor.
You know what I mean?
It is not too much to say that in your hands lies the possibility
I
of
don't know, that's
averting
just a little
other
late.
tragedies like this.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
We must work
that's exactly right. Just an
untiringly
opinion.
so that our children are obliged to learn the truth. Because it is only through knowledge that we can safely protect them.
I feel like
Failing this, the next
your children
tragedy
should watch
may
people
be that of
actually
your
smoke
daughter,
weed and not being
or your
portrayed
son.
smoking weed.
or yours, or yours, or yours.
Yeah, just throw
Yours.
Dude,
Or yours.
if you want to teach your kids about the dangers of weed, just put us in a glass
yours.
cube with, a few ounces, and we'll show you. We'll show
What?
you
What did
exactly.
you just say?
And I said, if you want your kids to know
To know what weed is. Continue that.
the side effects of weed, throw us in a glass cube with a couple ounces.
Oh, us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not them.
I had to clarify because I didn't hear you, so I wanted to make sure the listeners heard you.
Yo, I'll go in glass cube for a couple ounces and fucking smoke
Oh
some
yeah,
weed.
smoke it out. Oh yeah, for sure. I want to get one of those like little personal tents. Have you seen them?
Get us. No, I mean, I don't know. I was just saying, get a couple good devices up in there, like a good gravity bong or
Yeah.
Fucking smoke it out with one of those
good old hookah.
leaf blower fucking
Hookah.
rigs that
Get us-
burn
get-
up a whole fucking ounce and a half or whatever
Well,
in one shot.
So X-Rated actually does that occasionally, as they have like, those like outdoor soccer mom seating tents. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
you put a chair in it and you plop it down over you. Well, he has one of those, and he has the leaf blower thing hooked up, and he like pumps it in. So you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden it's just
clam bake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Sign me up.
What'd you guys think of the movie?
I hope I never have to watch it again. I'll tell you that. Holy crap! I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to stay awake through some of that.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, I mean, it was a different era, but that's like an hour and 10 minutes of my life I can't get back.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair. That's fair. I am more interested to watch it in color.
I mean, not even then, but like, it's marijuana is totally not like that, and like, it's not even like a directly like propaganda like thing either. Like, it's just
The Reefer Madness.
Well, it was definitely a propaganda film. The beginning and the end are all about like he's straight up talking to you about how bad marijuana is.
I mean, I get that, but it's not like they like, I don't know, like it's not like a Dare commercial.
Well, a Dare commercial is just straight up weed is bad.
Well, I
Don't do drugs, kids. Okay.
precisely. That's why I mean,
To me, it kind of reminded me of Dare though, because like there wasn't a ton in there that like really said weed was bad. You know what I mean?
Reefers.
I don't know if anything. That's be careful where you get your drugs from.
Well, yeah.
Might have something in there.
I'm good for a moment.
Same.
Okay.
I need to breathe.
You guys are
I need to enjoy my. I don't even know if I've hit my vape that much. Like,
the Shiano's pizza
fucking-
was good, dude. That put a fucking topper on me.
Oh yeah.
The
Food was great.
carbs and the fucking I'm
Food
like
was great.
I'm in a food coma more than anything.
For real.
So yeah, thank you to this week's sponsor, Shiano's. That was great. Thank you for participating in Marijuana Stoner Theater 2023. Ta-da!
oof.
Ow.
Take out the microphone.
TKO.
But yeah, we're trying some new things in the new studio, and let us know what you guys think.
Give us some feedback. We'd love to hear it.
Bye. well, that's the end of our episode. Remember, if you guys found some enjoyment out of this, if you got some value, maybe laughed a little bit, go ahead and share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it on Facebook. It'll really help us out. And, you know, the more that you guys help us out, the more we can help you out. Remember, this is just a comedy podcast. Try not to get butthurt.
Like, dude, or...
Not unless you got one.
I don't know.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.